Manga-Waido. I'm Fumika. I got married about 2 years ago. Last month, I found out I was pregnant. But then, something happened. We had some money saved up in our mutual account for the baby, but when I went to the bank, it was all gone. It was my husband, Toru. He used it all on his mistress. He bought all kinds of stuff for her. Designer bags, expensive dinners, luxury hotels, and so on. The money was all gone. And when I confronted him...
That was my money. I worked for it. I can spend it however I want. You got no say in this,
he said to me. I stopped working after I got married. But that's only because he asked me to quit my job and do things around the house for him. I couldn't believe him. That's when I realized that I couldn't be with him anymore. But when I told him I wanted a divorce, he just said,
Yeah, right. You love me. You'll never be able to leave me.
He didn't even take it seriously. Was he for real? After I found out I was pregnant, the baby was my #1 priority. He wasn't even on the list anymore. I mean, what kind of husband cheats on his wife when she's pregnant? So I started looking for a lawyer. But when my husband found out about this...
You serious? Screw you!
He started getting violent with me. I gotta get out of here. I gotta protect the baby. I packed up my things and ran. My parents' house was about 2 hours away, so I asked my neighbor if I could stay with them for a bit. The husband, Mitsuo, was Toru's colleague. I was good friends with his wife, Chika. She was so nice to me. She was actually younger than me, but she was so mature. She was always helping me out. When I told her about what happened, she froze up. Come on in. You got nothing to worry about. Toru came chasing after me, but Mitsuo took care of him. He took him out for some drinks to cool his head. I called my parents and asked them to come pick me up first thing in the morning. The next morning, Toru's older sister Mayu came to pick me up. She was always looking out for me. She treated me like a real sister. Oh, the idiot! How can he do this to you? When I see him, I'm gonna him up! She was pissed. So she loaded my stuff in the car and drove me to my parents' house. When I arrived at my parents' house, I started crying. I was just so relieved, It was so tense for the past few days. Mayu hugged me before she left. That asshole. I'm gonna get him for this, she whispered into my ear. After that, I got a lawyer and started preparing my case. But Toru didn't care.
She loves me. She'll never be able to go through with this. Trust me.
Why was he so confident? I had no idea, but Chika told me that Mitsuo thought the same thing. They both thought I was bluffing. He agreed that it was all Toru's fault, but...
Still, she really loves him, so...
He thought I would end up forgiving him. In a way, they were right. I used to love him very much. I was the one who asked him out. When he proposed to me, I cried like a baby. But this time, there was no going back. I mean, he cheated on me, spent all our savings, and got violent with me. I was done with him. I thought I made this pretty clear, but they just didn't get it, I guess.
Fumika will be back. No worries.
Seriously? Chika said to him, It's not that simple, okay? What if I cheated on you? Will you be able to forgive me just like that? To which he said,
You'll never cheat on me.
Okay. Chika said, They just don't get it. Whatever, forget them. A few days later, the divorce was almost finalized. Then, I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. So cute! Everyone was really happy for me, and they all helped me out. I was so grateful for them. But Toru, he didn't even show up. He didn't even call me.
I'm gonna ignore her until she apologizes to me. That's what she gets for talking back to me.
Chika sent me a video of him talking to her husband about me. My husband sent me this. Everything okay on your side? No. Toru was so cocky.
How are you gonna live without me, huh? Just drop it, okay?
I couldn't believe him. After the divorce was finalized, his parents paid me back for the money he took from our mutual account. Fumika, I'm so sorry about this.
He'll pay you for damages and child support. You have my word.
His parents were really nice to me. They were always so good to me. It wasn't their fault, but they kept apologizing to me over and over again. After they got Toru's signature for me, I handed in the divorce papers. It's done. I texted Toru.
Haha, that's a good one. The ladies are gonna be all over me now.
He was unbelievable. Whatever. I decided to ignore him.
Why are you ignoring me? You serious about this? You actually handed it in? Hey, answer me!
The next day, Chika called me. Toru came over to their house last night crying.
Mitsuo! You said she was gonna forgive me! What the hell?
He was crying like a baby.
I wasn't expecting this.
Mitsuo seemed pretty surprised too. Then, he might try and text you again, but just ignore him, okay? Chika said to me. What does that mean? Whatever, it was over. But a few minutes later, I got another text from him. What the?
Baby, I can make this right. You messed up bad, but I'm ready to forgive you. Come back to me, babe.
I felt like throwing up, but he kept sending me messages. I ignored him, but he started threatening me. So I talked to a lawyer and blocked him. After that, things started to settle down a bit. But a few weeks later, I got a text from Chika. Something terrible has happened. Toru. After the divorce, he tried to get back with his mistress. But once she realized that he was broke, she left him. Then, Toru started stalking her. A few days later, he got arrested. He lost his job after that. Mitsuo and Chika cut all ties with him as well. Oh, and I'm getting a divorce too. What? I wasn't expecting that. Then, a few months later, hey, my friend's company, they're looking for new employees. I think you'd be a great fit. Interested? My friend hooked me up with a job, so I started working again. I saved up some money and got my own place a few months later, and I still kept in touch with Chika. We're still really good friends. This one time, Toru showed up at his parents' house hoping to find me, but... You got some balls showing up here! His sister tore him a new one. He ran off. Nobody saw him after that.
She told him to never come back.
Mayu's older brother came by the house one day.
She was pissed. You should have seen her.
Anyways, a few months later, Mayu told me she was pregnant. Now my daughter is gonna have a cousin. Can't wait.